as an engineer, have you thought ever that the bike or four-wheeler which we have used, on that what will be the lubricating oil, what is its viscosity? So you must know it, at least for your bike. So generally the role of viscosity, as I told you, it will reduce the friction, temperature effect and avoid the wear. So that is the rule. Every time after 2000 kilometer, generally for two-wheeler, we are making servicing. So what is that servicing? Servicing, changing of the oil. Why this? Because with respect to usage of that oil, the temperature, due to that temperature in between the working condition, the viscosity of respective lubricating oil is reduced. The total lubricating oil, while removing, from black color. Lubricant oil is used their viscosity for the working purpose. And this is temperature versus viscosity chart. Generally we know if the temperature is increased, viscosity is what? Viscosity is reduced. Correct? I will give you the example. This is SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers. Suppose I will take the example of SAE 40. So if what is this SAE 40 and how it indicate with the viscosity? So it indicate, suppose I will take this point, you will get 70 degree temperature for horizontal, this will be the 40. So what it indicate? If the viscosity is 40 centipoise for the case of lubricant, it means that it will sustain the temperature minimum up to 70 degree. Beyond that, 70 and above, it will try to reduce its viscosity, viscous nature. Correct? So this the chart is shows. So you just check for your servicing of your bike. Out of this, we are using one of the lubricant with respect to proper viscosity, or you can check your the label of the lubricating oil tank, which you can use for the servicing. Correct? Now measurement of the viscosity. By naked eye, it is not possible to judge the viscosity. We cannot say the viscosity is this much centipoise or correct, this much Pascal second. We cannot say. So generally there are some instrument. So I think you have heard about, out of this three, one of the instrument you have heard in your 12th 10th experiment. So Sebolt is the one of the viscometer. Redwood viscometer, I think this you have performed. In that what happened, the conical flask is there, in that lubricant oil is filled with proper viscosity, and the wooden material is inserted in that. At initial level, they will check the viscosity of lubricating oil and the level of wooden block. After giving the heat to that flask, you will get, after some time they will again check what will be the viscosity, because due to temperature viscosity is reduced, so that block height or block is moving toward the downward side of the flask, and that reading they are going to check. So by that way we can measure the viscosity, Redwood viscometer. And third one is Engler viscometer. These are just for your information. For detail, more detail, you can search on Google, you will get the idea how it can be measured practically. Clear? Now next is viscosity index. This is important part. Now in case of the viscosity index, it is very important that to know the variation of the viscosity of the fluid with respect to temperature. So here we need to find out. Now see here, one chart is showing here which shows the viscosity index. Viscosity index means what? Changes of the viscosity with respect to temperature. Now you can see some 100 degree and 212 degree Fahrenheit temperature has taken, and there are the three lines. I will explain one by one. This is first line is reference oil having viscosity index 0. Then sample oil, which we are using for our purpose, like bike servicing or in case of the machinery, centrifugal pumps. So this will be the sample oil. And last line indicate reference oil having viscosity index 100. Now I will tell you what is the role of viscosity index. 0 means minimum viscosity, viscosity index 100 means maximum. Generally we can think like this, but when viscosity index is 100, for this case 100, it represent all oil that exhibit very small change in viscosity with respect to temperature. Remember, I will repeat, when viscosity index is 100, it means that it is having very small change in the viscosity with respect to temperature, correct? And viscosity index is 0, it means that it will changes maximum viscosity with respect to temperature, correct? Whatever be the lubricant we are using, that generally placed in between these two, Vi is equal to 0 and Vi is equal to 100, in between that. So this is called as a sample oil. So generally how we can calculate the viscosity index, you can see the relation. There are the 3 lines. So for that line respective notation, L, Y for the center and H for the lower line. Now this can be defined as viscosity index is equal to L minus Y divided by L minus H, that is max minus middle divided by max minus lower into 100. So this will be called as a viscosity index. So likewise we can find the viscosity index. So during this session we have seen, just summarize the things, then we have seen the effect of the temperature, how this SAE 70, 40, 60 work with the temperature. Then we have seen the measurement instruments which helps to find the viscosity. So these are the some instruments. Next we have seen that the viscosity index means what, Vi 0 means what, Vi 100 means what, and the sample oil is situated in between this, and how we can calculate viscosity index. Clear? So I hope you understood this session. We'll continue this in next session. Thank you.